Hello everyone, today we will show a video of food recreation from the anime, Food War and Crayon Shin-chan, and to compare the food from different social status in Japan. Animation Food War was first released in 2015, showing which students' competition about cooking. Crayon Shin-chan was first broadcast in 1992, talking about the daily life of general public in Japan at that period of time. The students in the Food War was much richer than those guys in Crayon Shin-chan, and the time of Food War was closer to nowadays. Today, I would like to make the food mackerel rice with chasuke in Food War. Let's have a look.
完成だ。雪平裏メニューその2種貝サワラおにぎり茶漬けだ。
In Japan, people from different social status may have the same hobby while preparing for meal is to prepare many rice or rice products. To prevent the rice being too dry and too difficult to swallow, Japanese may immerse the rice ball into some kinds of tea, and that's why this food, mackerel rice with chasuke, occurs. Firstly, I went to City Super, a supermarket in Shati New Town Plaza. This is because it is very near to our school and on my way home, and I can find most of the ingredients I need. When you look at the anime, you feel that the whole dish may taste plain, and that's why I bought a can of Sakura plum jam, and it has to be true after I tried. Kombucha was unfound in supermarket, and I replaced this to seaweed soup. Then bought 2 pieces of long mackerel fillets from Welcome near my home because I need to prevent it from melting on my pathway, and it was the only place for me to buy this frozen food. First, let's prepare the rice. In the animation, it shows that it is pan-fried method, and in this method, we cannot use the too high temperature to cook our food. Later, when the aroma of fish can be smelled, it means that the fish is already well prepared, and I added some salt to increase the depth. Just as mentioned, I replaced the kombucha to seaweed soup. Pouring the boiling water inside the bowl can directly make it be salty. After I set everything all right, now I can shape the rice ball. I just use my hand to make it round. Imagine the fish inside the bowl and put the largest part of the mackerel fillets outside the bowl surface. At last, the dark pink sauce, Sakura plum sauce, was used as decoration, both for adding flavor, making it rich and good looking. After tasting, I can say that I cannot be more agree to what I predict. It's just as plain and rushed as I imagined. Although I have added some salt on the fish, still it tastes really like water and dry firewood. As for the rice, the only flavors, salty and a little sweet, is from the jam. Thanks to the soup, it's not too difficult for me to swallow. Anyway, I'm not satisfied with this meal. Now let's move to the Crayon Shin-chan's food remake.
Hello everyone, I'm here in Aeon, one of the most famous supermarkets in Japan. So if you're a fan of Crayon Shin-chan, you must know that they usually shop here for buying the ingredients. So now I would like to go inside to gather ingredients to prepare for the iconic meal of their daily life. So let's go.
Alright, so here in the supermarket, we are planning to grab some natto, pickled cucumber, and salmon for today's meal. We all know that Shin-chan's mother always compare the prices before buying anything. She hunts for discounts and choose items that offer for the best value for money. You can see that each item here carries a different price tag, based on the factors like freshness and weight. Once a housewife puts something back after comparing it forever, grab it. That's probably the best deal left on the shelf. In Japan, a traditional meal is often called ichijo sensai, one soup and 3 side dishes. Notice that the rice is usually served in its own bowl without any extra seasoning. Following the enemy, I add the rice into the rice cooker, give it a good wash, and then add water. The water level should be about 1 finger depth above the rice. Finally, I press the switch, and that's it. Today, I'm making a miso soup in Crayon Shin-chan. First, I add kombu to the pot and let it sit for a while so that its salty, savory flavor fully infuses the broth. Next, I mix in some powdered bonito broth remarkably. Even without adding any meat, the soup remains rich, mellow, and irresistibly aromatic. Then, I toss in the vegetables I already had in the fridge, like haricot and tofu. The whole process is incredibly simple. Even if you are a complete beginner, just throw in the pre-made ingredients along with your fresh fridge finds, and you will end up with a bowl of soup bursting with umami goodness. Next, I prepare fried salmon. In Japan, being an island nation, seafood is a big part of home cooking. Following that tradition, I start by seasoning the salmon with salt and a little black pepper. Then, I pat it dry to remove any extra moisture from the salt. I put the salmon in the pan with the skin side down so it can get nice and crispy. After that, I quickly fry the other sides just to keep all the juice inside. Finally, I let it rest off the heat so the remaining warmth finishes cooking it, making it super juicy and tender. Now I bring the cooked dishes and soup to a table and mix the natto until it's smooth, just like a typical home-cooked meal. The moment I open the natto container, a strong, fermented smell hits me and fills the room. As I stir with my chopsticks, the natto gets sticky and starts forming stringy strands. When I add the yellow mustard, it ends up looking at just a messy mix, reminiscent of an old firm pot that hasn't been cleaned for a long time. As I mentioned earlier, the meal is super easy to make. Every ingredient can be grabbed quickly from the supermarket or found right in the fridge. In less than 30 minutes, you can have a complete meal. 1 soup and 3 side dishes. That's both balanced and delicious. Well, everything except the natto. The miso soup is packed with a mix of ingredients, giving you fresh vegetable flavor along with the rich taste of bonito and kombu. After trying the natto, I finally understand why pickled cucumber are always on the table. Even though natto is super nutritious, its slimy texture and strong smell can really ruin a bowl of rice. The crispy pickled cucumber can cancel out the smell and even smooth my soul after a natto disaster. And the salmon is tender and juicy, with perfectly crispy skin that makes you keep grabbing more rice.
Got 2 dishes now. See the difference? One is all about speed and convenience, while the another one is about utter speed and taking your time. But check this out. Both start with a trip to supermarket, and both are built around rices. Proves that how important rice is to Japanese food culture, right? From the simplest family meal to the fanciest gourmet spread, rice is the key. And even though our version may not taste exactly like the enemy, you can still see how much more effort goes into the food war meal. Which meal resonates more with you? Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching.